It's me again. So, I initially hesitated to make this video because talking about stuff, you know what I mean? Give me a second. In Oklahoma, like I said, talking about stuff, it for some odd reason when I spoke shit, it had a way of just popping off and being coming true for some reason. For some like even shit that I was praying, like I would pray and then whatever it was I prayed about or whatever kind of fear that I had, it would always happen, you know. So I got real conscious about what I said, you know, at least for the last couple of days, you know. But at this point in time, I feel it doesn't really matter anymore because there's nothing that's gonna change. There's nothing that's gonna change about how I feel or what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Nothing at this point is gonna change because, like I said, for the longest time, it felt like somebody was behind the scenes was manipulating shit, you know? And that's the good thing about a manipulator, you know? The best way to do it is never in your face, you know? And you don't manipulate very big. If you want to be successful, you manipulate on a very low key scale. Because 9 out of 10 times, all you have to do is set the piece in motion, step back, and then the person that you're manipulating does all the footwork for you. You know? Again, that's shit that I used to do, you know? So, you know, I know how the game works. Thing is, coming to Oklahoma, deciding to try to be a new person, like I left that shit alone. I was just trying to help people, and pay my bills, you know. And because I was no longer like, I used to be very controlling and shit like that. But when we came up here, you know, I dialed it back by like a whole bunch. You know what I mean? And you know, that's the bad thing about having tools like that. When you stop using them, you know, you become out of practice, and you're so out of practice that you don't even see when they're being used on you. And then, of course, believing that, drugs and all this other shit are issues. You know, you got a one track mind anyway. All you care about is getting high, you know? So, again, for the longest time, if you go back to my old, I don't even know if my Facebook is still active because I can't get on Messenger anymore. Um, but if you go through like any of the Facebook videos, you see I spoke about it like a lot, and I made a page. It was called the coincidences page, because just the coincidences in this place were just so outrageously in your face, you know. I'm like, this just can't be a coincidence. It can't be, you know. So I always felt like there was a hand that was manipulating shit behind the scenes. Whether it was Asian hackers or church people or rehab center or You know, if it's just someone who has a very good familiarity with my type of disorder, who also has an affinity for cell phones, who also has an inside track on a lot of information that makes me tick. Now the problem with that is that you see, when somebody is manipulating you from behind the scenes, right? What happens is that you don't really know that, and because you're on drugs, you don't know that because it's the drugs that's making you bug out, you know? It's the drugs that's making you trip. So because you use drugs, you can't say anything. You know what I mean? You can't say anything because nobody will believe you because they say, yo, you just tripping. You use drugs. You know? And you have to live with that. You know? Then, you see, I think the one thing that threw everybody for a wild card was my sheer force of will. Because, like I said, with drugs, I just turn them off. I walk away. Even now, like the shit that I've been going through, there's not a day that passes that I don't want to get high again. There's not a single day. Every single day, every day, once an hour, twice an hour, 3 times an hour, 10 times a minute, I'm thinking about getting high. You know? Because I know it'll bring me some temporary relief from the pain and the thoughts, and, you know? It'll give me some relief from it. So there's not a second that goes by where I'm not like, man, I just really wish I could get high. But my willpower, my sheer force of will, the sheer force of it is enough to keep me away. Which is why, like I said, the last day I used, I don't keep count, you know. I smashed my shit and I haven't looked back, you know. And I'm talking about the shit's been offered to me, like in my face, you know. And no, I just don't have no, I have no desire for it. I have no desire to smoke ice. The same way I don't have no desire to smoke crack or sniff coke or pop pills or anything I already did. If I do go back to drugs, if I did for some astronomical stupid reason decide to go back, I would not be going back to none of those shits I already did. I'm going to move on to something bigger and better. Just so I could beat that shit too. You know? Again, it's not going to come to that because I open my mouth and I give my word. And because I gave my word, I can't break it. So I won't. But again, there's not a fucking second that doesn't go by where I'm not like, man, if I could just, and I got money. Still got money. It won't take very much, but a phone call. Matter of fact, I could walk right down the block right now. Just go see Dustin. And be good. Get all smoked out. Come back home, go to sleep, nobody will know. You know? Unless I start breakneck speed and cleaning and shit. Which hasn't happened, ironically enough, for a very, very, very long time. Which brings me to my other thing. So I remember the first time, you know, the first couple of times that I did this shit. Yeah, I was like breakneck speed cleaning shit, like just sweat pouring down. Like, man, it was a ride, you know? And then I stopped for a couple weeks, you know? And then I started up again. And yo, I could never get the same fucking I could never get the same fucking thing. I could never get like and I know, once you get high one time, you end up just chasing it, cuz as you use more and more, your tolerance level grows and it takes more and more of the drug to get you to feel the same way. But here's the problem with that, right? I did get more and more of the drug. I got a lot more. And I was doubling the way I was taking it. I was smoking it and then I was swallowing this shit too. I was double dosing on it, just and I never could get, no matter how much I did, I could never get the pouring sweat or the breakneck speed cleaning, you know? But I would watch other people who've been doing it a lot longer than I have, you know, be pouring sweat, you know, you could tell they tweaking the fuck out, you know? But I can never get that way. Matter of fact, there was a video on on Facebook back when I had it about this chick at Walmart. She was apparently methed the fuck out and she was like breakdancing in the Walmart. And I said it in that video. I said, man, I need to find out where she gets her shit because I've been getting shit from a couple different places, and I just can't get that way, you know? I just couldn't get that way. So that bothered me. Then what started to bother me was, like I said, my whole weight issue, you know? Back when I was using it every day, I weighed 280 pounds, you know? I've been clean for like a little over a month, I guess, maybe, a little less, I don't even know. But I'm down from 280 to 218. And I stopped using it. Now, I don't know. But it seems to me like that should be reversed. Where I'm 218, I'm 218 when I'm messed the fuck out because I'm speeding and going all over the place and trying to do shit and all this other shit, right? So, that's when you're supposed to lose weight. And now that I've been not using, been home, depressed, not doing nothing but eating, I ate a whole box of ding dongs in like fucking 2 minutes. Like, the only thing I haven't gotten, and I'll probably get it tomorrow, is a nice big tub of mint chocolate chip ice cream. Sit down, put on the Notebook or some sad shit, and be like one of those fat depressed chicks and just. But I eat. Not only do I eat, but I make sure I eat. Like today, again, because of all of the bullshit that's going on, and with Vicky still acting very, very, very wrongly. Like, there's nothing in the world that will make me believe that I'm anyway wrong. whether it's drugs still in my system, which there isn't, um, or a disorder in my brain, or whatever, a disorder in my heart, or whatever the case may be. There's nothing at all that could be wrong with me. There's nothing at all that could take away the fact that in like 24 hours I'm getting kicked out of the house that we got together so that there's room for another dude. Like, at the end of the day, I'm the father of your children. At the end of the day, if you take away every single thing else, you know, there's that. And that should be enough reason right alone. That should be enough reason alone for you to, tell the nigga, sorry, I don't know, but you can't come here. You know? Never mind the fact that there's more reasons than that, because like I said, my kids don't feel comfortable. So if my kids don't feel comfortable, then that should be even a bigger reason for you to put the brakes on the shit. But it's not happening, you know? Never mind the fact that now I don't have any money. I still gotta go. So I can go to a hotel room now for maybe one day. And then where? And then where? Back to New York? Here's my problem with that. I should not have to call anybody, go stay with a friend. I shouldn't have to phone family. I shouldn't have to do any of that. I shouldn't have to do any of that shit. I shouldn't have to leave. You get me? I shouldn't have to leave. You know? And there's nothing in the world that'll make me believe that I'm wrong for that. Nothing in the world. I don't care. You know? So, anyway, it's still, it's still happening. You know? It's still happening. And I know for me, just me, I'm not going back to New York. I'm not phoning a friend. I'm not gonna go stay in Ryan's mom's house. The same place where he got beat, you know? I'm not gonna call Tyrell. I'm not gonna call my uncle. Because I shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to do any of that. You know? So that leaves me stuck. Right? I got $100, you know? Which will buy me one night at a hotel. It won't even buy me no pussy like I like. but it'll buy me a month at a fucking hotel. You know? Sorry. My mind just went. Because I said it's not going to buy me pussy like I like. And knowing that she just probably went and got her ass laid today made me feel some kind of way. Because that's the only reason why she's not in bed with me right now. She probably feels some kind of way about that shit. Probably wouldn't be right laying down next to the nigga that you spent 20 years with after you just fucked the nigga that you met a month ago. Oh boy. You see, and this is part of my issue. Because I don't know if it's just that I refuse to look at her like that. I don't know if it's that I just refuse to believe that she could have become that much of a fucking nasty ass kind of person that now my brain is going back to the whole thing that this is just being manipulated behind the scenes. You know? I don't know if it's I don't know if it's that, you know, or I'm just being naive. And more than likely it's just me being naive. More than likely. You know? But man, you know, if you ever would have asked me if I ever thought in a million years that she would sell me out for some other nigga, my answer would always have been no. I would stake my life on that shit. Like, I would bet my life on that shit. Like, I would bet my life on that shit, you know? But I guess I am, you know? And I'm losing it. So, I'm losing a bet. I'm losing a bet. Shit. Ah. So, I just got angry as shit. I just got angry as fuck at that whole scenario shit. And now I'm bleeding because I scratched my fucking leg like a fucking idiot. Stupid motherfucking idiots. That's the shit. I don't even fucking realize I'm doing this shit no more. But I just keep. I think it's like, when somebody's like, when somebody's like irritated or agitated about something? Like, back when I had long hair, if I got irritated or agitated or at any point, I would grab like my curl in the front and I would just twirl it. I would just like twirl the shit out of it, you know? I guess now since I don't got no fucking hair, um, shit, I scratch my leg. And I'm scratching and scratching and scratching and scratching and scratching and scratching and scratching it because I'm fucking annoyed and I end up ripping the fucking thing open. Like it never fucking fails. But ironically enough, it now I smile. Like now I'm not angry anymore. That's why I said, when I find myself getting angry, like I can't control my anger. Like if I think I'm gonna split, I think I'm gonna fucking just like go Hulk mode. I push down on my leg. Like I'll push down and the rod in the inside, that shit'll start hurting and it'll bring me out my anger, you know? Eventually I'm gonna have to find a healthier way of dealing with it because even though I keep scratching and ripping at this shit, you know, it's healing. It's healing now. And maybe another month or two, it'll be healed and I won't be able to scratch at the shit no more. So, or I'll be scratching at it and it just won't, there'll be no pain because it'll finally fucking be healed. And I'm pretty sure there's like healthier ways of dealing with this shit, like, I don't know, medicine balls or fucking, I don't know, smoking, whatever, I'm pretty sure that there's healthier ways of managing your fucking anger, you know? So, you know. And the shit is, I don't even do it intentionally. I just be scratching, like, because I be fucking annoyed. I be like, ugh. Like, look, I must start doing it again, but it feels so good scratching. It's because my skin is so dry. I think I got lotion somewhere. But, oh man, like I get angry, and like I said, most of the time now, if I feel myself getting angry, I breathe through it, and I don't really get angry so much anymore, cause like I said, I pulled that shit from that Stoic philosophy thing where I just mentally and every morning before I go to bed, I visualize like the worst for my day, kind of like her fucking this dude in the car or whatever the case may be. I see it in my head. I play through the scenario in my head. So like now I'm talking about it and it's like, all right, because I already went through the anger. I already went through the pain of it. So, you know, now the fact that it happened or my whatever, you know, it's all right now, you know. It's like if you just expect the worst from everybody, you can't be let down. So that's what it is. The only thing that I have an issue with at this point is that it's like I'm expecting her, like, to do the right thing. Not even to do the right thing for her, but to do the right thing for one, the kids, and then two, me. You know. And even now, like I'm expecting that, and I'm hoping that I'm hoping that it'll happen. But I'm not holding my breath anymore. I'm not holding my breath. And like I said, when it doesn't happen, that'll be the last thing that I need. That'll be the nail in the coffin, you know. Again, I don't mean that literally, you know? But that'll be all the verification that I need to know that this world is not what I thought it was. Ever. You know, my family back in New York, they gave me the verification that I needed. Like I said, when I held up my holy sneakers on the screen, and everybody seen that shit, and nobody offered to send me a pair of Payless sneakers and none of that shit, you know? That was the verification that I needed, that they don't give a fuck. They don't care. And that was all I needed to shut them off, you know? That's why I won't go back to New York. Um, I never thought that I would have to be forced to verify anything when it came to her, you know? But I'll get that verification when I'm asked to get the fuck out, you know? Or when she brings a nigga here and expects me to sleep in the living room or something. Like, maybe I should wait for that shit to happen, because then I don't need to commit suicide. I'll go to jail or I'll be dead. Going to jail seems like fun these days. I was joking in Family Dollar with the counter clerks. I'm like, shit, jail's not all that bad, man. You get fed 3 meals a day, you know? You get told what to do, where to go, when to shit, when to piss, when to eat, when to sleep, you know? That's kind of mind numbing. You don't have to think. You go in a full on robot mode, you know? The hardest thing to do is turn off the outside world, you know? But once you do that shit, once I did that shit, yo, my time went faster than a motherfucker. Before I knew it, it was like, oh, Gonzalez, you're down to 30. And I was like, oh shit, I'm going home this month, you know? It's kind of like the mind numbingness that the drugs bring, you know? Where it's just like, bingo. You don't gotta think. But, yeah. Saturday coming. It'll give me all the verification that I need when it happens. Because it'll happen. And it'll happen because I said it. Because I spoke it. That's how it works. I speak about my fears and they come to life. All the time. You know? That's why I'm doing it now. Just to prove a point to myself. That's the reason why in the beginning I said I hesitated to make this video. Because it's just me talking about, again, one of my fears that she's so fucking far gone that she'll put the father of her children out on the street in the cold to bring this dude home. That'll be the last thing that I need to turn every single person in this place off. I guess it's part of my BPD or whatever the fuck I have. What's wrong with my brain? You know that I feel like I need to turn everybody off and everything off. You know because it just seems surreal. It seems like it's just it just can't be real. It just can't be real. You know what sucks? Because I came alive for a little bit yesterday, man. I was like, all right, fuck it. I do the garage deal. You know, it's not gonna be the perfect situation, but I get to see my son whenever I want. And that's already amazing. And now that the truck is here, she was saying, you could drive it because I'm working at Pizza Hut. You could drive it, you go to a temp agency. So like, I'm like, all right, I could do this thing. Like I was gonna get a job at Pizza Hut. I was gonna, like, I was gonna do like I came alive yesterday. I came alive for a little bit, man. I was in the house with the kids, like just like I like, you know, just like I like. We were playing games and laughing and shit, I came alive for a little bit, man. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. Boom, you gotta go. Now I'm back in bed all day. Now I'm back in bed all day. I didn't get up to clean. I won't even look at my dogs. I was gonna go shoot some pool with my kids. Now I'm just back in this bed. Now I'm just back in bed. That timer's still over my head. It's counting down. It's just counting down. Counting down to what? That's my little secret. Because I fell back on something I said a long time ago, where I said, I'll be here 1 second and gone the next. And I won't take any phone. I won't leave any letters. I won't say goodbye. And no one will never hear from me again. So nobody will know if I'm dead or I'm in another state You know, because I'll never open up Facebook. I don't know anybody's number. You know, the one number I do remember, 902-6367, is no longer in service. So I won't call nobody. You know, it's the same reason why with the few, I got like 3 contacts in my phone. I add them as contacts right away so I don't have to see their number constantly popping up on the screen. So I just see their name and not the number. Because if I don't know any numbers, I got nobody to call. You know? I won't call anybody. I'll either make it or I won't. Nobody ever know. Not even if I become a rich billionaire. I won't make a Facebook page. I won't be like, hey, look at me. You know? Like, haha, I'm doing so much better than you. You know? Because like I said, I kind of killed that side of me. You know? And not only that, but that would be my way of paying everybody back. Because again, if you don't care enough about somebody to take an interest or do anything while they're living, you don't earn the right to do it when they die. You don't earn the right. If you don't do it when they're in your life, you have no right trying to take an interest when they're out of it. You know? So, that's what it is. Messing with my phone is still happening, you know? I'll send messages and they won't say delivered. They'll just stay stuck there on the screen until I reset the phone, you know, restart it. Then I have to copy and paste the shits again and then send them again so that they do get sent through. Like I said, I downloaded a bunch of those dating site apps and shit like that. And I get a bunch of notifications saying so and so wants, you know, I get a message from people, and the only ones that make it through are like the spam messages, you know. But in the notifications, it'll be a message like from somebody and be like, hey, you know, you looking cute, or where you can tell it's not like a robot. But when I go to open up the app, those things immediately vanish. So I know there's some form of manipulation going on. And it doesn't take much skill to. Once you got somebody's Gmail, you know, you log them in on another phone, you got access to all the same shit they have access to. So again, manipulation or not, that's what it looks like. That's what it smells like. That's what it is. Or maybe I'm just delusional. Either way, it doesn't change anything. Which is why I decided to make this video. Because now, despite whatever the fuck happens, I'm decided in what I gotta do. So even if I have no money, I still got that last $125. I would take and walk my ass to a fucking bus depot and get a bus somewhere. Or I'll take a lift to the fucking state lines and walk. And that just scares the fuck out of me. That just scares the hell out of me. That just scares me to death. But everybody's already left me all alone anyway. So it doesn't matter. Fear or not, I'll do what I have to do. This world, and fuck the world, fuck the world. But the people that I thought that I knew and that I loved are like strangers to me now. They're strangers to me. I'm sitting here trying to make myself cry, but I can't. I don't have any more tears, I guess. If I talk about my mama, then maybe. But gonna pop this NyQuil and try to get some rest. You know, I could be reading into this whole thing the wrong way. You see, when we were sitting in the car, I was getting a bit upset because we had just pulled into the driveway and it's cold outside. I'm trying to grab the bags to get inside and she's stuck on her fucking phone. So I'm like, you know, my son is like, Mom, come on. And I'm like, just give me the fucking bag. She's on her fucking phone. You know, like, and she's like, I'm not on the phone. You know, like, she said, I'm on the phone with Simon. You know? And so in my head, I immediately put click, click. I'm like, damn. Because he knows, you know, he knows a bit about mental disorders, you know. Uh, he also knows a bit about phones, you know. He knows how to hack them. He knows how to break them. It's kind of the same way I do, or did. Um, so, if anyone is doing any manipulating, you know, there's a good chance that it could be him, you know. And so I'm like, fuck it, I got it. Like it finally clicked to my, you know, my head. And then I went outside just a little while ago, threw some darts, and I'm talking to her. And I mentioned Simon. And she's like, you're always putting things together in your head, right? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, And she's like, I was just talking to Simon. He was telling me about his relationship, you know? And then my head goes, that sounds familiar again. Only before when it happened, it was with Derek and his girlfriend. So I'm like, are you really talking to Simon, or you just didn't want to tell me you were talking to Derek? You know, because you don't want to fight. But again, none of it matters really, which is why I'm in the bed. I'm about to go to sleep. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm gonna end up hating everybody on the way out. But that hate will give me the push that I need. So I'm not gonna say game over. You lose. Because there's no winner in this one. My kids lose their dad. I lose my kids. I lost my best friend. I went through Simon, Ryan, Chan, Ajax, James, because I like James too, you know? And now Vicky. I lose those. And they all lose me. There's a tear rolling down my eye. So I won't say game over. I won't say I lost or you guys won. I just refuse to play anymore. On that happy note. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I got a few hours before. That clock above my head counts down, so. Hopefully I won't be back tonight. But, like I said before, I don't sleep much these days. If I don't, I'll probably see you guys later. See you guys. See you guys. Like, what guys? Well, I do have my last video. Anyway, apparently got 33 views. 33. Go figure. But it only got 33 views because Tyrell was in it. I forgot I was recording when he came over.